Hey everyone, quasi-famous YouTube personality Brian Zane here from Wrestling with Regret, and you're watching somebody else on YouTube, Jammin' Music Man. Oh yeah!
What's up, guys? It's me, Jammin' Music Man, and welcome to my special new video. And in this video, I'm going to be recommending to you guys my top 5 wrestling DVD Blu-rays that you guys should have in your collection for the month of October 2023. Now, these DVDs and Blu-rays can range from any promotion, from any decade, and any wrestler. So, let's get right into it. Alright, you guys, this DVD that I recommend you guys having features one of the godfathers of hardcore wrestling. This guy is certainly a wrestling legend, one of the all-time greats, and I know he is a kind of a controversial figure in wrestling, but the DVD that I have right here is the best of Abdullah the Butcher, 4 decades of bloodshed. This is a 2-disc collection. You get a ton of matches of Abdullah the Butcher from the 70s to the 80s to the 90s and the 2000s. Like I said, Abdullah the Butcher, one of my all-time favorites. I've actually met Abdullah the Butcher once or twice over the years. This DVD that I picked up right here, I got from RF Video. Currently, right now in 2023, RF Video does not sell any DVDs. They're all digital, so you might have better chances finding this DVD on sites like eBay or Mercari or sites like that. But this DVD set right here, it's 2 discs. You get a ton of matches. Abdullah the Butcher taking on Hulk Hogan. Abdullah the Butcher taking on Dusty Rhodes, Cactus Jack, Stan Hansen. You get tag team action with Abdullah the Butcher teaming up with the original Sheik, aka Sabu's uncle, taking on the Funks. You get Abdullah the Butcher taking on the original Sheik. Abdullah the Butcher taking on Bruiser Brody from Puerto Rico. You get Abdullah the Butcher taking on Sabu. Abdullah the Butcher taking on Andre the Giant. Manny Fernandez. A ton of matches from, you know, like it says, 4 decades. If you're an Abdullah the Butcher fan, this is definitely one you should have in your collection. And if you love hardcore wrestling, then you would love this DVD right here. Best of Abdullah the Butcher, 4 decades of bloodshed. Alright, you guys, this next DVD that I recommend you guys having in your collection features one of my all-time favorites and a hardcore wrestling legend. And this set right here it's awesome. You got to have this in your collection. And what I'm talking about is Cactus Jack, the ECW collection. And this is an 8-disc set. You get 8 discs, pretty much the history of Cactus Jack in ECW, starting from 94 all the way up until 96, right before he would jump ship to the WWF and become Mankind. But man, you get a ton of matches, a ton of promos. You get all the storyline angles that he was involved with. I'm not going to sit here and bore you with all the match listings, but man, you get Cactus Jack taking on Sabu from Hostile City Showdown. You get Cactus Jack taking on Terry Funk from Hardcore Heaven 94. You get Cactus Jack and Mikey Whipwreck taking on the Public Enemy. Oh man, you get Cactus Jack taking on the Sandman. You get Cactus Jack taking on the Sandman with Shane Douglas as the special guest referee. Cactus Jack taking on Terry Funk from Hostile City Showdown 95. Ton of stuff, man. I got this from highspots.com. It's still on their site, but RF Video, man, they're the ones that actually put out this disc right here. And man, I wish RF Video was still you know, selling DVDs. But yeah, this is what it looks like on the inside. Like I said, this is an awesome set. One of my favorite sets in my wrestling collection. And also, you get 15 bonus fan cam matches with this set right here. But yeah, definitely one you should have in your collection. Cactus Jack, the ECW collection from RF Video. Alright, you guys, this next DVD that I recommend you guys having in your collection features one of my all-time favorite barbed wire matches. You guys think you know what I'm talking about? It is ECW Born to Be Wired 1997. The main event for this show, the classic matchup in a no-rope barbed wire match. You get Sabu taking on Terry Funk for the ECW World Title. Oh man, what a great match this was. It gets really gory. The biggest thing that I remember from this match is at the end of the match where Funk and Sabu are both tangled up in the barbed wire and they have to get the pair of pliers to cut them out. And also I remember Sabu cutting his arm in that match, and he cuts his bicep and he ends up taping his bicep up. Great match, and I always remember the commercials promoting the VHS tape for this show, that it was too gruesome to show on TV. But this is definitely one you should have in your collection, like I said. Also on this card you get Rob Van Dam taking on Tommy Dreamer. They had their little feud going on during this time in '97. Also, you get Balls Mahoney and Axel Rotten taking on the Dudleys. Bam Bam Bigelow takes on Spike Dudley. Taz takes on Al Snow. Shane Douglas takes on Lance Storm. Chris Candido takes on Chris Chetty. Mikey Whipwreck takes on the late great Louis Spicoli. And Little Guido takes on Pablo Marquez. And this is from August 9th, 1997 at the ECW Arena. But if you want to pick up this DVD right here, you got to pick it up for the main event between Sabu and Terry Funk. RF Video put this DVD out, but you can pick it up at highspots.com. I'll put a link in the description box below to highspots.com. But man, definitely one you should have in your collection. Alright, you guys, when I think of the month of October in professional wrestling, I think of one pay-per-view, and that's Halloween Havoc. And this Halloween Havoc that I'm recommending to you guys, it's one of my all-time favorite Halloween Havocs, and it's got one of my all-time favorite Halloween Havoc matches. And the one I'm recommending to you is Halloween Havoc 1993. Now, this is a combo Blu-ray set that I got from a great seller on Etsy. Wrestling Collections is the seller's name. I'll put a link in the description box below to his Etsy page. But man, Halloween Havoc 93, the main event, it was a spin the wheel, make the deal match that ends up becoming a Texas death match between Big Van Vader and Cactus Jack. And what a brutal, bloody match this ended up becoming. Big Van Vader ends up picking up the win, but man, what a feud they had in '93. If you guys know your history, Vader brutally powerbombed Cactus Jack that legit sent him to the hospital, and he was out for a few months. And then they had a match in Germany where Cactus Jack ended up losing half of his ears. But man, Cactus Jack, he was on a whole nother level during this time in 1993. But definitely a match you should check out. But also on the card, you get Ric Flair taking on Rick Rude for the Big Gold Belt, which was known as the NWA title. But during this time, the NWA had withdrew from WCW, so it was known as the Big Gold Belt, which would become WCW International. It was a whole mess during this time, but they had a great feud going on during this time in 1993. Also, you get Sting taking on Sid Vicious, and if you know your Halloween Havoc history, you know Sting and Vicious main evented Halloween Havoc 1990, so here we are in 93. And the ending of this match, you get Colonel Parker, who was managing Vicious. Parker was holding Vicious's legs down, which he thought were Sting's. So Sting ends up picking up the win. And we see the breakup between Vicious and Colonel Parker. Vicious, I guess, turns babyface, but Vicious wouldn't be in WCW for too long after this match. Also, we get the Nasty Boys taking on the WCW Tag Team Champions, Marcus Alexander Bagwell and Too Cold Scorpio, who had won the tag titles the night before on WCW Saturday Night. Also, we get another great match. U.S. Champion Dustin Rhodes taking on Stunning Steve Austin. It's kind of funny just seeing how these two guys would be, different people in just a few years here in 1993. But a great match. And another great match, you get the TV champion Lord Steven Regal taking on Davey Boy Smith. Great matchup. They ended up going to a draw. Also, you get Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff taking on Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And you get a 6-man tag with Ice Train, Charlie Norris, and the Shockmaster taking on Harlem Heat and the Equalizer. But man, great show. But the main event, Vader and Cactus Jack, definitely one you should check out, and definitely a show you should have in your collection. Alright, you guys, this last DVD that I recommend you guys having in your collection is one of the all-time great King of the Deathmatch tournaments. And the DVD that I'm talking about is IWA Mid-South King of the Deathmatch tournaments from 2001. Oh man, this is a great show. If you love deathmatch wrestling, hardcore wrestling, gore, blood, thumbtacks, barbed wire, you would love this show right here. Now, this was the first 2-night tournament show for the King of the Deathmatch tournament. The 97 and the 2000 King of the Deathmatch tournaments were 1-night show. Well, they bumped it up in 2001, and man, you get a lot of great hardcore matches in here. You get barbed wire bat matches, barbed wire board matches, thumbtack matches, barbed wire assault death matches, 4 corners of pain. Fans bring the weapons. Some of the competitors in the 2001 tournament, you get the Suicide Kid, Mark Wolf, Roland Hard, the Rugby Thug, Trent Baker, Chris Hero, Corporal Robinson, FMW's Bad Boy Hito. Oh man, he ended up suffering a really bad arm injury in the first round of this tournament. He ended up having to go to the hospital. It was really bad. Also, Axel Rotten, he's in this tournament. Me, Mitch Page, the Necro Butcher. I believe this is the Necro Butcher's first King of the Deathmatch tournament right here, and what a deathmatch legend he is. Also, you get a really brutal match that was legit shoot between Ian Rotten and an indie wrestler by the name of Peter B. Beautiful. Ian Rotten just kicked the hell out of this Peter B. Beautiful guy. They had some legit heat between one another. And then on the night 2 show, the tournament final ended up being a House of Pain match that was 200 light tubes covering the ropes with 3 log cabins of glass outside the ring. Axel Rotten ends up winning the 2001 King of the Deathmatch tournament. But man, what a great show this was. This is about maybe 5-6 hour long show, but man, really great stuff from IWA Mid-South during this time in 2001. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to give this video a like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Links to my Twitter and my Instagram in the description box below. And thanks for always coming back to my channel. And thank you for your support. But until next time, I'm Jammin' Music Man, and I will see you guys all in the next video.